Kino, here comes little Richard with your friends.
What are you guys doing?
Spring cleaning. And Kino showing me how strong he is.
Yeah, well, just put the heavy one right on here, Mara. Now, just set it right on there. That's it. Nice heavy one.
You're gonna fall.
Okay, check it out, huh? Hey, Muscle Man Kino.
Careful, Kino! Are you okay?
Oops. Oops. Oh, brother, yeah, I'm okay. I just remembered what you said about spring cleaning, Mara.
Yes?
Well, it looks more like fall cleaning to me. Get it, guys? Fall cleaning.
Fall cleaning.
Wow!
Oh, look, here's another book about falling down. Little Lumpty. Would you like to read it?
Oh, yes.
Let me ask
great.
you something. Do you remember the story of Humpty Dumpty?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, little Richard, does little Lumpty have a terrible fall like Humpty Dumpty, or a funny one like mine? Wow!
Let's find out. Here's the story of Little Lumpty by Miko Imar. In the little town of Dumpty, there was a high wall. Humpty Dumpty had fallen from it long ago. But people still remembered him. Everyday children played by the wall and they sang, Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses, all the king men, they couldn't put Humpty together again. Oh, boy, isn't that something? Little Lumpty loved the wall and always dreamed about climbing to the top. Don't ever do that, Lumpty's mother said. Remember, all the king's horses and all the king's men, they couldn't put Humpty Dumpty together again. But little Lumpty couldn't stop thinking about the wall. One day on his way home from school, he found a long ladder and dragged it to the wall. He climbed up and up and up and up until he reached the top. And there, he says, there's my house over there. I can see it. Ooh, and there's my school over there. Oh, boy, I can almost touch the clouds. Lumpty was so happy that he danced along like a tightrope walker. If only my friends could see me now. Oh, boy. But then little Lumpty looked down. It was a terrible mistake. His legs began to shake. Ooh, he began to tremble. Oh. Oh, no. I don't think I can get back to the ladder. What if I'm not home at dinner time? It was getting dark and the birds was flying home to their nests. But still, little Lumpty could not move. Suddenly, he remembered Humpty Dumpty's great fall. Help! 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 Oh, help me! Screamed little Lumpty. Everyone in town rushed out to see what was going wrong. How can we save him? Asked the old man. We need a big blanket, said Lumpy's mother, and she ran home to get one. They stretched it out at the bottom of the wall. Jump, Lumpy! Jump! 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 Little Lumpy took a deep breath. He said, and he threw himself into the dark night air. He bounced once. He bounced twice. He bounced 3 times. And then came safely to rest on the blanket. Mommy, I'm so sorry, he said. I just had to see what it would be like being on top. I was on top, Mommy. Little Lumpty was so glad to be home. But I still love that wall, he whispered to the moon just before he fell asleep. What do you think of the story, Kino?
Oh, I really liked it. But Why did little Lumpty not listen to his mom?
He does mischief.
Because he's mischievous? Ooh, that's right. He was curious, definitely.
Yeah,
Go
he got
ahead,
into
Celine.
mischief.
Maybe because he had forgotten what his mom had said.
He forgot. What did his mommy say?
Don't climb up the wall.
Why
Remember what Humpty Dumpty did.
Yeah.
Well, see, Mara, I just thought of something.
Yeah.
Little Lumpty's mom told him not to go on the wall, and you told me not to carry so many books. I think both times it was pretty good advice.
Yes, I do think that is true. Oh, but you know what? We've got to finish our cleanup. So, what should we do? Should we read first and then clean up, or clean up first and then read?
That's easy. Let's read first.
Okay.
Gee, I mean, we worked so hard. We were busier than ants today.
Ants. Oh, you just reminded me of one of my favorite books.
Yeah?
I remember this from when I was little. The Grasshopper and the Ants.
Oh, I've heard that.
Oh,
you
yeah.
really, Celine?
How about that, guys? You feel like another story?
Yeah!
The Grasshopper and the Ants. What happens in it?
Well, the grasshopper has been singing and dancing all summer long, and he doesn't listen when the queen ant gives him some advice.
Well, what does she tell him?
That he will be sorry when the winter comes. But let's find out what happened to that grasshopper.
Oh, okay.
The Grasshopper and the Ants, by Margaret Wise Brown and illustrated by Larry Moore. Oh, the world owes me a living. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. The grasshopper was singing his song as he jumped through the fields. He almost jumped on top of some ants who were pulling the grains of corn up an anthill. Said the grasshopper to the ant, "Why are you working all through the day? A summer day is a time to play." "We can't," said the ant. "Winter will soon be here." The busy little ants did not have time to feel the warm summer sun or to run and jump for the fun. From the beginning of the day to the end, they were busy hauling the corn away. Winter was coming. They had no time to play. All summer, the grasshopper sang and danced his grasshopper dance in the grasses. When he was hungry, he reached out and he ate. And the grasshopper sang. The good book says the world will provide. There's food on every tree. Why should anyone have to work? No, no, not me, not me, not me. Oh, the world owes me a living. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. With that, he took a big swig of honey from a blue harebell that grew above his head. Then he spit a big wake spit of grasshopper tobacco juice. It nearly landed on a little ant who was dragging a load of cherries to store in the ant house for the winter. Said the grasshopper to the ant, "The other ants can work all day. Why not try the grasshopper's way? Come on, let's sing and dance and play. Oh, the world owes me a living. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la." The little ant was so charmed by the music that he dropped his heavy load and started to dance. Then came the queen of all the ants. And the queen of all the ants frowned on the dancing ant so that he picked up his cherries and went back to the other busy ants. And the queen of all the ants spoke sober words to the grasshopper. "You will change your tune when the winter comes and the ground is white with snow." But the grasshopper only made a courtly bow. "Winter is a long way off," he said. "Do you dance? Let's go." Oh, the world owes me a living. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. The other ants can work all day. Why not try the grasshopper's way? Come on, let's sing and dance and play. But even as he sang and played on his fiddle, the queen of all the ants heard away. She, like the other ants, had no time to play. All through the long, lazy summer months, the grasshoppers went on singing. Oh, the world owes me a living. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. There was no tomorrow. There was only today, and the snow seems far away. But the little ants worked harder than ever. As long as the sun was in the sky, they went back and forth carrying the foods from the field into their ant house. Then the winter wind began to blow. It blew the leaves off of the tree. The ants ran into their ant house and closed the door. And you didn't see them in the fields anymore. Every day the winds would blow, and then one day, snow. The grasshopper was freezing. He couldn't find any leaves to eat. All he had was his fiddle and his bow. And he wandered along lost in the snow. He had nothing to eat and nowhere to go. Then far off he saw one leaf still clinging to a tree. Food! Food! Cried the hungry grasshopper. And he leaned against the wind and pushed on toward the tree. But just as he got there, the wind blew the last dry leaf away. The grasshopper dropped his fiddle and he watched the leaf go. It fluttered away through the white snowflakes and it drifted slowly away. It was gone. It was gone. And then he came to the house of the busy ants. He could hear them inside having a dance. They had worked hard all summer, and now they could enjoy the winter. The grasshopper was too cold to go on. The wind blew him over, and he laid there where he fell. His long green jumping and dancing legs were nearly frozen. Then very slowly he pulled himself through the snow to the house of the ants, and he knocked. When the ants came to the door, they found him there, half frozen. And 10 of the kind and busy ants came out and carried the poor grasshopper into the house. They gave him hot corn soup, and they hurried about making him warm. Then the queen of all the ants came to him, and the grasshopper was afraid. And he begged of her, "Oh, Madam Queen, wisest of ants, please, please, give me another chance." The queen of all the ants looked at the poor, thin, frozen grasshopper as he lay shivering there. Then she spoke these words, "With ants, just those who work may stay. So take your fiddle and play." The grasshopper was so happy that his foot began to beat out the time in the old way. And he took up his fiddle and he sang, "I owe the world a living, tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. I've been a fool the whole year long. Now I'm singing a different song. You were right, I was wrong. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Then all the ants began to dance, even the queen of all the ants. And the grasshopper sang, now I'm singing a different song. I owe the world a living, tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Who did you like better? The grasshopper or the ants?
Gee, the grasshopper or the ants, who did I like better? I don't know. How about you kids?
Did you like the grasshopper better or the actual ant?
Ants, because they taught the grasshopper lesson the work comes before playing.
That's very, very true.
That's
William.
good,
I
William.
like the ants too.
You did? Well, actually, I like the grasshopper. He had a fiddle. Came in handy when he needed it, didn't it?
Yeah, I like the grasshopper, too. I like the way he sang. Why do you think the grasshopper didn't listen to the ants, kids?
Because he just wanted to play. He didn't want to work.
Do you agree, Jamie?
Yes.
Yeah, gosh, it's lucky for the grasshopper that the ants felt sorry for him.
That reminds me, we have to finish up our spring cleaning, don't we?
Oh, well, yeah. I guess we did make a deal.
Yes, we
But
did.
I know, why don't we sing songs while we do it?
Hey, that's an excellent idea. But, you know, let's do our story picks first, okay?
Oh, okay, sure.
All right. This is my story pick for today. It's called The Hobius, and it's a great book if you like books that are a little scary.
And I'd like to recommend another book about ants. It's called 100 Hungry Ants. This one's kind of funny, and I really like it.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on today's story time. We hope you'll come back. And
Now,
until
thanks,
then,
little Richard.
yes, thank you, little Richard.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And until our next story time, keep
a story in your heart. Bye-bye, everybody. Thanks a lot. Those were great stories, little Richard.
So how did that go again? Tra la 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 la.
Tra la 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 la. Tra la 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 la. One more time. Tra la la la.